Hello and welcome back to PzC2 Battle of the Bulge mini campaign. This is the 7th scenario and it's a special one. You can skip it completely or you can play it, but you get none of your own core units. So in that regard, it reminds me a bit about that scenario from Axis Operations 1939 when you fight the French with French units and you create that three-way fight. It's a weird scenario, but strangely fun. Maybe this will be fun as well. So definitely accept it. And I saved you from the loading screen, and this is the type of scenario, optional scenario, where you do not get the hero. So, not like the bonus scenario at the end of the Spanish Civil War, for example, or one of the aircraft-only optional scenarios later in the Axis Operations series. Let's see. British 30th Corps, hold the Moss crossings, now joining the counter-offensive, blah, 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 blah. Rochefort. British will seize the nearby airfield to enable the deployment of air support. Okay. Take Bure and something I can't pronounce. Vavriel. Plus bonus units. Okay, so we can unlock reinforcements by claiming these hexes. Okay. And if we take this airfield, we get prestige and more air support. Do we have any air support? No, it's not more air support. It's some air support. Okay. So we start with what we start with. I haven't played it. I just briefly started the scenario just to have a quick look at. Oh, if we look at the units, 2 engineers, but in half tracks. Are those good half tracks or are those trash half tracks? Soft attack, yeah, pretty good, decent half tracks. And we have 2 heavy infantry, also good with half tracks. And we have some normal infantry in the truck, not good. We have paratroopers, but we have no transports, so they are basically just ground pounders. We have slightly better initiative and ground defense than infantry. I think they have maybe less ammo, I'm not sure. 4 ammo versus 6 ammo, yes, so that's the difference. But basically they are good troops, but they have 3 stars, well, until they take damage. That looks like a Firefly, yes, so decent-ish hard attack, yeah. And defense, normal Sherman, just a trash unit really, but cost way less. Another German trash. No offensive potential at Churchill. It is slow, but it has decent defense at least. And the Challenger here is in many ways Firefly-ish. It is faster, but it has somewhat less defense. Recon. This one. None of the recons are very... This one is very squishy. These 2 are at least... They are all squishy, so they cannot be used like the Chaffee. The Jeep is a Jeep, and these 2 are just very lightly armored. Old gun, very useless, I would say. It's in a lorry, not even a half track, so at least it's a 17-pounder, so it hits hard, so... Can try to set up some ambushes with it. The archer is very good, almost as good as our own American anti-tank. This is almost as good. It's faster, but it's open top, so it has slightly less ground defense, but good. This is not as good, but it's not horrible. No. Definitely gonna need those. These are just soft artillery, so no anti-tank. And very low hard attacks, so I'm not gonna really do much suppression damage on tanks anyway. So this one is a range too. It's just a trash armored artillery, completely pointless, and a single anti-air. So probably enemy has some air assets. We do not have a start turn, so we just start right away. Prestige is okay for the time being. Used auxiliary slots. 82 of 97. So in theory we can we have a supply hex buy new units. No, because we are blocked from buying, so we could only in theory buy stuff from this, but we don't have well, we could buy a Panther actually. But I don't think we have anywhere to. If I buy it, I cannot deploy it. Not gonna do that. But it was a good, fun idea. If I had a deployment hex, to get any. Yeah, it was a fun idea. What do we need? Yes, I think the primary thing is to unlock that air support we talked about. This looks a lot more open, and no, I don't think we are going to push forward into this open area until we have this control over Rochefort. That should be step number 1. Okay, we are saved and ready to go. Immediately we see trouble. It's a Panther with 3 stars and a Stug with 2 stars. This one has 1 star, but it has a little bit of entrenchment. I mean, these guys. Favors the bold. Yeah, well, it's a start. Hillary, Firefly. Where is that? Oh, Toad. Oh, there. Scout. Where does the enemy have airfields? Airfields. Do have an airfield, so go up there. And or the Sherman. Okay. Not a lot happened. Panther moved forward. It's not favorable. You can see this is quite difficult, and this light, well, light artillery I could have moved. And we have this very nasty fellow. Oh, that's the AA. Sneak in that way. That was a little bit too feisty, I think. Okay, the anti-tank gun moved away. That was peculiar. Yeah. You clever, clever boy. Side forest. No, I can't reach that forest. Wow. That was unimpressive. We will let him stew there for just a little moment. This is village. Wow. Whatever. I don't think he can see me because of the snow, so... But now we have it. Okay, he didn't attack, so we attacked the heavy infantry and took a bunch of damage. Annoying. Recon is good. I don't want to park anything right next to it until it is better suppressed. Can't see any heavy armor coming around this flank anyway, so... But now we have better weather, so now we can see what horrors await us. a recon here as well. This jeep isn't looking too good. This is very risky. This car is so shitty that it can't take on some motorcycles without being clobbered. Yeah. Completely devastated by infantry. This is fine. That was the whole point of putting the infantry in. What the hell? Oh, it's a Panther against my Challenger. So again, trash units, and this one has no heroes. Wow, surprise, surprise. That must have been a pretty good roll anyway. It had a 60% kill chance. Rolled 8 times, hit 6. Okay, it was a good roll, but still. Yeah, I had to step out mid-scenario, so... but I do remember we got good licking up here because of this super duper Panzer. Here's... Oh, we got a Mosquito And the Typhoon, so no fighters, so there will be no shooting down of any German thingies that arrive. Disappointing, but okay. Okay, so this is now trapped. Guess it could try to withdraw, but it would be severely weakened. A good setup also. Huh. So we could use the engineers to remove this minefield, but do we actually want that minefield removed? That is more of a question. Can't really hurt that one. Oh, this one could be a problem. What is this? Vigilant Butcher. Jakt Panther. They sure have good quality equipment, these lovely Germans. Fine. Do that. Fair enough, as they say. I equal aircraft. No, the second I get aircraft, they get aircraft. Why am I? What the? Well, sad times. Very unsure if I wanted to move that one into the open. But clearly, it was a bad idea. Engineers do not like standing in the open, but I figured it would only be attacked by one, so I only needed a single. Oh, wrong I was. Good one. Can my Typhoon actually manage to hurt it? Yes. Die. Ooh, overrun. Cool. mother. I get it, I get it. Not meant to be. We can split this one because the anti-tank gun will do the heavy lifting. Yes, of course, Butcher. They always have Butcher. Almost a given at this point. I mean, it's not ideal. It's a one shot, so if I lose 1 or 5 units, it's not a huge problem. Oh, they are in suicide mode. Okay, they have high aggression. Oh, very nasty artillery. 7 suppression. But, yeah, very high aggression. Yeah, I was pretty sure he'd do that. He did more damage than I expected, but fair enough. Firefly, yeah. 0 damage. But what did so much damage from out in? But like they say. Anyway. No, wrong unit. Gone. Engineers like being in the safe zone, so to speak. Flank support. AA. I mean, why not? And if something nasty comes out of the shadow here, going to be a huge problem. That's an AA unit, so it's not fun to bomb it. Can do the Typhoon. Fine. Mosquito has good move, but not that good. And we only have that one airfield, or... yeah. Nah, it's fine. Yes. Oh, they're heavily entrenched. Really doing... no point. Two damage, wow. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, well, we have some sort of defensive line. It's not horrible. It was pretty likely that he would go into this village to have the chance to damage my mounted infantry. Very common behavior, I would say. No, we actually managed to kill the enemy plane. That was sort of lucky, but now we have the problem that most of the rest of the action is going to be happening where we do not have range. So again, I would say not ideal game design. Am I being too harsh here? No, I don't think so. Vengeance. Yeah, so basically nothing to do here. Scouting then. Probably overspending my so I get planes, manage to kill enemy planes, have a good weather, and yeah. Panzers are so shitty that even a 4J can attack into an Achilles while standing on a river. Rather unimpressive to say the least. Never mind. Ah, it still had some entrenchment. And I forgot that I had this guy, but whatever. Gun jumbo Shermans. Okay, I like gun jumbo Shermans. They are my favorite Shermans. Not sure what they are, but E51. Oh, this one has a gold chevron. Oh, that means it's a core unit. Nice, I think. Okay, it's an AA gun. Would have been cool if we had an airfield down here that we could actually use those precious aircraft. It's almost insulting that they make a point of, yeah, you can have aircraft, but you can't actually use your aircraft. Okay, we have one more airfield that we would have to capture, but by then we would have captured everything else, so that's not really effective. I think aggression is set a little bit too high for the AI. It's a little bit too eager, I would say, to go commit suicide. And what's the point of these guys if they arrive now after the battle is over? These are also gold star. Okay. We get a heavy infantry and a pretty standard Sherman. Or a shitty Sherman. Very eager to attack. Well. I've done that first, of course, but yeah. Artillery up here as well. Okay. No. No. Could end the scenario. Yes. Okay, it wasn't too bad. I think it was fairly well balanced. You can surely get clobbered here if you're not careful, but it's also not a walk in the park. But like I said twice at least, I don't understand the thinking behind air power. They made a big deal out of it in the briefing, and you were going to get air power, and it was just yeah, the weather turned not bad, but the main issue is you have only that one airfield, and by the time you have taken this, it's not even lightly defended. It's tons of artillery. It's not heavily defended, but it would require some effort to set up, and why bother? Why not just go straight for the actual objective? So there is that. But other than that, it was quite fun. So interesting to see that we got a P51. So definitely playing this with denied Air Force next time, because then you have well, I'm saying definitely, but you can definitely do it. Yeah, absolutely. And air power isn't going to play any big part, and the enemy does not have enough air to truly hurt you. Even this is the 7th scenario, yeah. So, but okay, good fun. So the first 3 scenarios were a little bit meh, and 3 in the middle after that pretty good. And this was not my own units, but that's an interesting sideshow. So, thanks for watching, and see you again in the next one.